Go to your place.
The house with the stone. Was that goblins or was that this?
No, that
was this.
Okay, good. Carry on.
With the well.
And the magic mushroom.
I just wrote my intro in.
Oh, what's the
Shit,
song?
was
What's
that
the
the
song
goblins
you
one?
guys always sing? Is it staying alive?
No,
Is that the
that's
goblins?
right.
Boogie Wonderland.
Boogie Wonderland.
Boogie Wonderland.
That was
Have we
goblins.
swapped over, Calvin.
Stand.
Cool. Kiwis and Dragons, episode 1, 2, 3. Boom. Let's go.
Shiva.
Welcome to Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Now, our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Dennett, a fighter with a heart of gold and a brain of turnip.
All right. Duncan Dennett says, we put rents down.
Oh, yes.
Undra Vamis, a drowned necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
Handy hint from Ondra today. Solve the first puzzle before dismantling the whole bastard house.
Tish Dusklight, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
Roll, he told me the moo pay. For you must save yourself, said moo pay. But I rolled 5, I'm going to die, D&D style. That's the way it is, said moo pay, moo pay.
Okay.
Oh, I felt like you were serenading me.
Moo pay.
And our thieving rogue, see, I'm so caught up with the fact you serenaded me. I'm not going to say.
Oh, I think you're blushing.
Oh, what, what's that?
I'm a demon tiefling rogue.
That's right, yeah.
Spoosh.
Our demon tiefling rogue Fred, who's joined the group just to cause chaos.
Yeah, g'day guys. This is all pretty fun, eh? It's kind of cool. I don't know. If Dad doesn't catch me, I kind of like to hang out here a little bit longer. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Now, in the aftermath, having killed the transformed Rensdowner who is trying to destroy you in his dragon form, his powers and form temporarily given by Shasila. You managed to, with your hellish rebuke, managed to take the final blow. And as he collapses and dies, transforming back into his human form, rubble lying around this giant cavern, crushing all other foes. You hear the maniacal kind of chortle, the feminine voice. Well, thank you all so much. That gave me just enough time to make my way through. And as that mist, dark, black, eerie mist draws through finally from the portal and just moves up to the crevices and the cracks now formed in the ceiling and disappears out of sight, seeping through those cracks into somewhere else. All goes quiet.
Something doesn't feel right. Oh, no, something's definitely bad. This is wrong.
And engulfed in flames, Fred, who momentarily was clutching her stomach, just eviscerates, ash falling to the floor, and they're standing where she was. What is it you have all gone and done?
Uncle Alvinus. Uncle Alvinus.
What has gone on here?
Into her cracks.
Seriously, like, what did you do?
Well, I did this thing where I rolled and then
And I rode Reese.
yeah,
Oh.
and then you
Rent.
did the thing.
We killed Rent, who was a dragon, and a chasselas come through, and your friend Fred helped us.
Fred's lovely.
Yeah, more about him later. Who came through? What did you let through?
Well,
Because downstairs, everything just went tits up. And I got a Hail Mary get to the
Right.
surface to find out what the hell is going on.
Oh, it was
Oh.
Fred.
yeah, it was Fred's fault. We were doing really well until
Yes.
You made Fred turn up, and then it all went horribly
Yeah.
wrong. So we basically, this evil person called Chasselas, who's been a pain in our backside since probably episode 3, we've yeah, we were supposed to stop her coming through a mirror, but we didn't manage that, and now she's come into this world.
Details.
Oh,
Well, she's got
You
a
Tell me
must-
more.
cool
What is she? Because that kind of energy, that kind of whatever that was down there, that doesn't happen. Something bad just happened. Tell me
haven't been out.
everything you know about who that thing is.
Don't you have like a little
Well,
black book with everybody's
Do you
names
think
in
I'd
it?
be here talking to you if we did?
Oh, that makes
Oh,
us important.
okay.
You might be asking the wrong people. We're not kind of details people, really. You know, we rely on the gnome
She looks
to,
and goes,
I'll
"Is it-
double check.
He
to
just-
write some
Quiet!
notes.
Oh, I'll
every little point of detail you can remember about every encounter with the her there.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I can't do it when I'm aroused from that sort of thing, you know.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
I licked a mirror, and then I was transported to speak to her, but I didn't see it. It was just her voice. But I think she might be some super.
Where were you transported to?
Just into blackness, it was. I could just hear her.
Maybe
And
she's a
then-
travel agent.
And then she's like, I think I got the impression she was like some very powerful sorcerer or
Yeah.
something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Why do you
yeah.
say that?
I can't really remember. I think maybe Frank Dana told me because he's an arcane wizard.
Is it
Oh,
to
and
do-
she can
Oh.
put tattoos on people and
Fancy
stuff.
tattoos.
magic
Which is quite
tattoos.
magical. And she made Rents turn into a dragon, so she's obviously got the power to do that.
And I thought
Kinda
she
look-
was the wind.
Oh,
He
yeah.
looks around and he. There's markings there on the floor. Some sort of summoning circle. What? Explain it to me. I
Oh,
need-
yes, we kind of
Oh.
just stumbled in here.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was the
So-
5
Oh,
people in
what
the
about the
van.
notebooks I got from the ship? Do you think
Oh,
maybe it
yeah.
has some
Oh, yeah.
information for
Yeah.
for Elvenis?
Did
Can you read? Would you like them?
Ooh, is it
Don't be
Or
foolish.
can you read this language?
Just explain to me what this summoning looked like.
Well, there was 5
Where were they
people
getting their energy from?
Of the people in the cages that are a bit dead now.
Yeah.
They were chanting.
One of them was
Yeah.
Nigel, and there were 4 other people. and
Who's
they were
Nigel?
That
Who were
one
they?
that's dead over
Balin,
there.
Silver Eyes,
That's it.
Yeah.
and
The wizard?
the wizard, yeah.
Yeah.
And they sucked all the energy out of all of them, and with these magic stones, see those stones? They were glowing and
Is
crackling.
it Just give me a second. Be quiet, all of you. And he looks at you, Indra. Please. He just kind of looks. He pulls out this kind of like pipe, and just clicks his fingers and lights the end of it. And just starts thinking,
Are we sharing
like a
that?
minute or so. Before any of you think to say anything, the Shasilla. That's definitely her name. And he's,
Yeah, we got it written down somewhere on a bit of paper.
how'd they spell it?
CHASSILAR. Like a pirate. I'm even sitting on my hands trying not to interrupt. Shasila.
Oh,
Kind
yes,
of-
it's not quite animal.
But you sure it was a C and not an S?
Absolutely.
You see him just kind of thinking for a minute.
Definitely, I see.
Yeah, I read it and everything.
What was in that letter back in the before times?
I'm
do you
looking
remember?
for it.
I
I'm
thought
looking for it.
I got a letter
That-
ages ago that
that was
had
about
heaps
episode
of
6
peeps
or something,
names in it.
yeah.
Yeah, had a ton of names in it, and most of them are dead now.
It lives here.
Is it in?
Is that
no.
yours, paper? No.
wondering if I got it.
Scribbling the things.
Yeah, and they were on the list, and then there was the
Maybe I
ore.
tidied it.
Oh, have you tidied it into the pile?
The pile.
Maybe.
And then there was the ore. They
Mm.
likes the ore.
It's the name. It's the name. It rings a bell. I've been around for a long time, and I just need to access it. Where is it? Something sounds familiar.
No, that's all a bit
There
from a
was
totally
there was
different adventure.
who started with the U? The
No, it's
Undral Keat root.
yeah.
it's definitely the name
You
Shasilla,
remember that.
but it's not familiar in their form.
Oh. Is it an anagram? No. What's the other one?
Yeah,
I'm thinking of?
maybe.
Is it an
And he gets his finger,
acronym?
and suddenly,
No, anagram.
like a sparkler, he takes his finger and starts writing letters in
Oh.
the air. Shasila, Nansen, Si, Hilakus, Hiskla, Lashla,
Oh no.
Is it like she?
Ashila, and he stops, and he looks, and for a second you think that that kind of red hue to his skin just pales a section, and with his sparkle-like finger he spells out Ashilal, the evil death. It's like, we have gone and got ourselves a particular serious problem.
Bro, what do you mean we? It's one of your family.
No, nothing to do with me.
It's from your end of town.
Some things that were not supposed to be found have been freed. And then suddenly, this massive, thunderous crack rips through the cavern, and the world starts to shake. And he just looks at you all as a massive boulder the size of
Gibraltar.
3 Duncans falls and just cracks on top of your elven friend Blue.
What?
And just dust eviscerates. As he steps out, he's okay, I'm here. And he fizzes out into some corporal existence.
He's gone again.
He looks about. I have to go. I must confer with Belgolov. And then suddenly, this fiery inferno just flies up and shoots up and then down into the earth, leaving this massive pile of ash on the ground.
Excellent.
Far out. I'm not cleaning that up.
Oh, well, that wasn't very helpful, was it?
No.
Boogie Wonderland. Oh, I'm back. Hey guys. It was so weird. Like everything hurt, and then there was a dance floor, and there was these weird, gross little goblins, and they were all like Boogie Wonderland. So I just had a little bit of a dance, and so what I miss?
You killed Blue.
Oh shit.
No, it's okay.
I still here.
It's okay. It's just a joke.
And then the ceiling starts to fall, and this massive crack renders the center of the cavern, splitting it almost in half,
Is there
and
an
starts
obvious way
to
out?
make a perception check. Everyone.
Oh, she shoots. Are you the big baby?
Alright.
Yes, you are.
Which my dice is gonna screw with me today.
Perception. Wow, 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 wow.
I got 16.
I got 12.
I got also 12.
Oh, 13, I think.
Well, it's up to you then, Tish.
Oh, shit.
No, you didn't. You already rolled, didn't you? You
I
got
went
16.
16.
You all take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks and boulders start to fall on you.
This is not... Oh
They're
my
kind of
God.
small ones at first, but they kind of hit and bounce off your shoulders as you try and duck. Another one rolls into you. Everyone make another perception check as you now realizing that this ceiling is going to collapse at any moment. You're looking around.
Well, I'm down 4 points. I'll just put that out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
16.
19.
Nothing for me.
Nothing.
What?
I've forgotten.
Have you
how
just
to play.
fallen down?
Roll a dice.
Oh, no. I'm still-
Probably add stuff.
Oh, 13 plus.
Okay. Awesome.
Lots. Let's just say
I needed one of you to get 15 or
16.
more. The three of you, you kind of look over, and Duncan's just kind of looking up, counting the rocks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you see a small kind of fizz or a crackle of purplish energy just around one of the slightly cracked columns. The portal that was opened to the far side of the cavern that was clearly having something summoned through. This like a ribbon, almost like the kind of the tear in the fabric of reality. And it seems to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But that is possibly the only way that you could see that might be an exit.
Let's go.
Right,
Go.
let's go.
Jump.
Let's go.
And you run through,
Oh,
Two
And-
points of damages.
we leave.
you jump.
Yes.
Oh, I'm good at jumping.
It was very good at jump.
You
A
and your feeling
disorientating
Hey, Fred, you
wave
should watch him jump.
sweeps over you all. And then there's blackness and light and more dark. And then suddenly, out of the gloom, you land on a cavern, a pathway. You're looking for an entrance or an exit, and you see void. And you see this small tear behind you, fizzing out of existence.
You awaken in another world.
Simon Says.
And then we will put. I just need one of
You've
these.
entered
You've
the
entered
twilight.
Simon's world. Let's put. You'll do.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto.
In this void, in this pathway, which leads to a strange circular-like plateau with lanterns lighting the exterior, with pathways leading straight on and in north and south. There is what looks like a goblin, and he's standing next to a chest, looking through a telescope up at the blackness. And what you can see around you is a slight bluish light, your visibility coming from the light that's streaming from these lanterns. And then on the extremities of your vision is just pure blackness, like a dense fog, with just this light circulating from this kind of plateau.
Are we in Dennywork?
Without standing
There's
up,
not enough people in their pajamas.
without standing up or moving, the goblin yells at you. Are you lost?
Yeah.
What?
Nah.
Well, we ain't found.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the right place. And he's looking for his station. Come.
Hey, do you like what do you call it? Really bad music. I've just been with some buddies of yours, and they were really into this, like, yeah, odd.
I not so many buddies. What are you doing here?
Is this lantern light takeaways?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Need these. Can't see otherwise. Need the
Sure
lantern.
do.
Quite hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Tior.
Teal.
Tior the goblin.
Tea or what?
Tior.
Oh.
And I'm a goblin. Tior the goblin. Just like you are. Name. Drow
I'm
elf.
Dana, because I'm a Dana.
I'm Fred,
You look more
destroyer
like a-
of souls.
Shush. You look like a dwarf.
Well, I'm a dwarf, aren't I? 'Cause
Well, yeah.
all the
So wouldn't you
Danuts
be
are
Duncan the
dwarfs,
dwarf?
aren't they? No, all Danuts are dwarfs, aren't they?
Oh, okay.
Punch the goblin.
And he, at this point, he actually kind of clicks back, turns around, having stood up, and so he goes, and are you making your way to the centre?
Yes.
No.
No, I'm standing at the back and sulking.
So what are you doing then?
Oh no, I'm going up there because what's in your chest? Tio.
Well,
My
just a
name's
bit
Tish.
of a
Hi.
forward question.
Oh,
but
sorry,
many
mate.
things.
What you got there?
Many things. But first of all, and he opens his chest, and he reaches in and pulls out this jug, this white clay jug with a handle and a little spout, and he closes his chest. You look a little bit like you've gone 20 rounds with a dragon.
Huh?
I didn't
Yes.
take 20, but
Yeah.
it was quite a hard fight.
Let's
I'll
do
give
Oh,
you that.
well,
Just had a ride.
come. You need this. And he puts the jug. Take a big swig
Does that
of
look
this.
beer?
Go on, you're first.
All right, I'll drink this, but if I die, please kill him.
Okay.
Oh, probably will
You
anyway.
two are still
You're
down
okay.
Yeah.
No, no,
You
we-
s- you've
No,
got
I'm
we've
going
seen
up.
alcohol.
to move yourself up then. Oh, you
Oh,
can't.
we
No,
can't.
we can't.
You take a swig out of the pitcher, and the pitcher, as you look into it, looks like the beautifulest, coldest amber beer, and you drink it, and it's the most perfect taste you've ever tried of beer. It's like the best beer,
Almost
better
as
than
good as Rowan's.
Rowan's. This is
Ooh.
delicious, and you're like that
I
is,
love
and
that
it's like what you would imagine to be the best beer ever. That's what it tastes like, and you put the jug back down.
No, I don't. I just
No.
keep drinking.
Yeah.
Is it all gone?
It
I'm
keeps
not
coming.
touching it.
Oh, I keep drinking them.
It keeps
Yes.
coming.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Oh, is it endless?
Keeps coming.
Oh,
I,
yeah,
I,
nice goblin.
I'm now
You
clapping
get
to
you
keep
get
them going.
Molar Constitution. It keeps coming. Constitution
You
saving
can
throw.
do it, Duncan. I have faith in you. Keep
The
going.
goblin looks at you and goes, "He'll give up before it does."
Yeah, feels like it.
Oh, that was very good. But being level 9, I have a new feat called Indomitable, which I can do once a day, so I'm going to re-roll it. That still went very good.
You put the jug down, you're like, and you don't quite throw up, but you're like,
Oh, well, it was an 18, so it wasn't bad.
maybe it was a bit too much, but you
Right.
hold it down and you're like,
No,
You-
someone else can have a go on.
and you hold it out. But who's next?
I am because I'm right there.
Yeah. And what do you want to drink?
I would just, right now I could go, this is going to sound a bit out there, but I quite like this drink. And it's got kind of like a coffee taste to it, but it's also got like a vanilla thing happening to it and a bit of fizz.
And that's exactly what you guzzle down, and it's beautiful.
Like a black Russian.
There we go. It's
Just to
perfect.
feel fancy. I've had a fancy day.
Passes the jug
What's
to
the
you.
blue bits here?
It's like an empty void. And you get like
like your
even
brain.
passing over as you come up to that
Story
plateau, there's no edge, and it's like just a drop into nothing.
I'm going to go and have a pee in it then.
You do.
Oh, that's a good idea after all that.
Oh, I
Beers,
just
ease.
look all that beer.
You've just broken the seal. Undra, what is it you want to drink?
I want the blood of Chasselar.
Okay. You swig, and this viscous black liquid just fills your mouth, and you burn.
Yeah. Bring it. Anyone want some? I just keep
Okay.
pouring it.
How many hit points do you have?
Not many.
Oh, God, we die.
33.
Okay, you take 32 points of acid damage.
The
Cereal.
And you just like, and Tuor's like, I don't know what you wanted to drink, but I've never seen that before.
I go
Passes the
again.
jug to you. What do you think about now? It passes the jug to you.
VB or Foster's? VB or
Wow.
Foster's? VB, mate.
And that's what you get. And that's exactly what you
That was
get.
real close there.
I know.
He goes to
Almost
take
had
the
a
jug
full
off you, and he looks
moment.
at you and goes,
I was thinking, why Kato?
would you like,
Just Cody. Should have gone Cody's.
Would
There's
you-
another go, there's another go.
Undra, would you like another swig? Maybe try a little harder to think of something nice this time.
Nice. Okay. Healing potion.
It goes better. And you all, when you take a second, you hand the jug back, and he goes and puts it, and lifts the chest up and puts it back in the chest, which, for you, those of you that see in the chest, is completely empty apart from the jug. And he looks around and goes, hopefully you all feel better. And with that, you all receive the benefits of a long rest.
Yay.
That's
Because whatever it is
lovely.
he's given you
What a nice.
just seems to regenerate everything about you. You feel your wounds close up, the bruises go, your spell slots restored, everything.
Excellent.
Is my level of exhaustion gone?
Absolutely.
And
Thank
will
you,
I increase
Goblet.
hit points because I've become a level 9?
But yeah, we can do that another time.
That's
But yes.
all good. As long
Yes,
as I
yes,
get
yes.
some, because, you know.
And he looks to you all and he's like,
Cool.
now, I thought that was particularly nice of me. So maybe a trade thingy.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
What would you like, Goblin?
You can have Fred if you want.
Wait. Mate.
No, a thingy. Whatever you want. You give me a thingy.
Oh,
Oh, well.
I've got a bottle of whiskey. Do you want that?
I'd love that. Thank you. And he
There you
takes his
go.
bottle of whiskey, opens his
What's
chest,
in the bag?
which is empty, and he puts it in the chest and then closes it again. He goes, well, thank you. Trade complete. Now, how is it you find yourself in this land?
Well, we don't really know where we are. It's a long story, but basically we were supposed to stop this somebody where a big evil person called Chasselar was going to come through, and we didn't
Yeah.
stop it, and she came through, and then the cavern started to collapse, and then we jumped through a portal and ended up here.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
That's it in a nutshell.
Well, very well explained, Duncan the Dane at the door. Very good. So, to answer some of your questions, you are in the Never Nowhere.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, what's Danny Burt?
And I don't think what you let out, you called it Chasselar.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I don't think that, because I think what you let out was a thing called Ashalau.
Ashalau.
Not a very nice thing.
Can you spell it?
ASH.
Yes.
I don't really know the rest. I just sounds Ashalau.
Now.
But anyway, yeah, this place it is a place between there and here, and in fact anywhere. Things come here if truly forgotten, you know. Sometimes things are sent here. Once, long ago, an evil was sent here. And he points up. That is the darkness that you see. You know, before that evil came, it was lovely and bright. There were ribbons of light and shooting stars, and it was like, such a wonderful place to be. But that's all gone, because she came. They banished her here, you know. I don't know how, or the cost. It would have been quite high. But she was bad.
Who banished her?
I don't know.
Oh.
She's appeared. But now she's left. I have no idea why they called her back. See, you understand, she faded. She's been here for eons. Nothing to feed on or devour. Left her a fraction of her original being. Almost nothing, nor but a mist in the air. Someone must have said words that should have been long forgotten and lost themselves, seeking a power so corrupt. But, you know, I have no control. So wherever she's gone, I feel pity on that world. Anyway,
So, how do we get back?
I could show you a door, but it's not a straightforward thing, you know. There are riddles.
Riddles?
Oh
Do you
no.
want- do you want
I'm
a
bound
mushroom?
by the land of nowhere's rules.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
riddles. Give me
But
them.
first, before we go, it's been so long since I've had visitors, and I have so many things.
Do other
Perhaps,
kind of stuff.
perhaps some more trades, finnies.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
He looks at you, Undra, the cheeky one. What would you like to trade?
Well, I have.
Don't come. Haven't got all day. Might seem like I do, but I don't.
Would you like some mushroom?
Perfect.
A marrow leg?
Just one thing is fine. I'm
Just
not
the
greedy.
one?
A
Oh.
mushroom.
Okay,
Mushrooms
mushroom?
sound perfect.
Or a haunted dress?
Oh.
I'll go with the mushroom.
Okay. One
What would you like?
massive white mushroom.
Ooh, that'll be perfect. I think I could. Oh, I can eat this.
Mhm.
What would you like?
Go to the next one. It'll come back to me.
No. I know.
Ooh.
What
Like
does
a
she need?
really good
What
weapon.
does she need?
Opens his. Closes his lid, and he has a steel bar. About yay long, maybe a couple of feet.
Hood styles.
And he goes, here. And he hands it to you. And he comes over and goes, and he whispers in your ear, if you say this word, this doesn't go anywhere. It's quite marvellous. Anyway, looks at you, Duncan. Trade?
Oh, yes. I've got this platinum ring you could have.
Well, thank you. And what would you like in return, Duncan?
Well, I quite often get hit by things, so I would quite like some really nice armour.
Done. You got a breastplate on, or what kind of
Yes,
arm? Yeah.
yes.
Opens the chest. Pull that.
And a kilt, because I like everything to
He
swing
pulls
about.
out this kind of quite large
It airs it out.
breastplate, like pulled in and set, and you're like thinking that it maybe doesn't fit. And he goes, there we go. Put this on. I'm quite sure that it'll fit. And he hands you a +1 breastplate.
Ooh.
Nice.
Now,
Yeah.
young lady.
Thank you. I've got. I didn't think about this. So I've got chainmail I can't give away. I have armor of resistance. How good's that? Now,
Oh, don't need to give me something that fancy.
what about a
I like
I've
the
got
interesting things. in
5
life.
owlbear feathers stuck in the bottom of my little bag? They're really cool.
Well, if that's what you're wanting to trade,
Yeah, if they're cool.
what would you
man.
like?
Well, I've just had a really big battle with a rather large dragon.
I've got just the thing.
Yeah?
Take,
'Cause I'm
opens
just-
his chest,
Yeah.
and he pulls out this strangely shaped shield that seems to be reminiscent of a single large dragon scale. Goes, here we go. This shield will do you in good stead. Do you have
Ooh.
a shield?
I have this little one.
Oh, this will be much better.
The swap there.
And okay. And you have, at the very least, a +1 shield.
Oh, you're cool, man.
Tiefling,
Me.
oh, you're here, aren't you?
Awesome. And I'm going to go through my pockets and I will find a signet ring. Oh, yeah. I'm sure this means something to someone. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, thank you. And what was it you would like?
Oh, mate, I don't know. I'm a bit sneaky, so something that's like helps with that or some, you know what, just a magical lucky dip. Whatever you think I need, just go for it.
Kind of looks at you. That's it.
Lining up.
And he hands this scimitar to you.
Oh.
Looks like one you've got, but a little bit better. And hands over. And it's got these beautiful ornate kind of carvings of just a myriad of things on it. And it's a +1 scimitar.
Nice, thank you.
Oh, hello. Frank Dana Jr., the arcane wizard, would quite like
Runs up and
something
shakes
as
his
well.
hand. How a pleasure to meet you.
Look at his head.
Oh,
How are you?
oh, he says he's very well. He says he would like
Oh
to
no,
keep-
he's told me already. I can hear him.
Oh, that's good then.
Yes, wonderful. You would, that would be very fitting, to be honest. I think, I've got just the thing. And he pulls it out and he. Now, what is Frank Dana dressed in? He's in his wizard robes, isn't
He's
he?
got
Yes.
a minute. He's got his little wizard robes like my wizard robes.
He looks at him and says,
This is like a serving suggestion.
yeah, yes, yes.
What you actually get is looks a bit
This
different.
is his day job.
Mm.
He's an accountant.
Frank Dana, arcane accountant.
Yeah, no, they're magic.
And the wizard.
They're magic. Yeah, master's magic.
Arcane wizard and accountant.
Yeah.
And accounting services.
Is he an accountant like the one that's in that movie when he kicks butt and has a really cool
Oh yes,
motorhome
yes,
trailer?
yeah. What was that called?
The accountant.
Oh, that was the one. Yeah. It wasn't a bad film actually.
It's
Was it?
quite
It was
good, quite like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. A lot of numbers though.
I think that'd be quite a good book. Arcane Wizard Accountant.
Yes,
I think,
I
that
think it
be
would.
quite good.
Well, there you go. Get it done.
Come out the back.
If anybody you know who could write anything.
Well, I don't know anyone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He pulls out of the chest for Frank. He looks at you and goes, I agree. Most useful. And he hands him a screwdriver. A strange little contraption with a wooden handle and a flat rod. Flat head. There we go.
Oh,
This is that all-purpose tool you were really thinking about having.
oh yes. Oh, he's very pleased. He says.
Nice.
He says he can have a tool in his hands while a tool's got his hand him in.
It gives him something
Anyway.
to hold on to.
I'm just gonna sidle up next to the goblin.
Quick.
Okay, so this yeah, mate. So we got a buddy that like travels with us as well. His name's Blue, and
Oh,
sometimes he
yeah.
buggers off, and like it'd be a real shame if like we all got some stuff and he didn't get some stuff, and I don't want to give him my magical.
Comes out. And he has this this little blue ball. He goes, give him this. Catch. Okay.
I give him a fishy finger for that.
Oh, it'll go nuts with the mushrooms. Right, anyway, you want to go home. I've got places to be and things to do and not in particularly that order. You want to go home somewhere.
Yes.
Right.
That's it.
But not where we just came from. Cause
Now,
it was
I don't want to go to my home.
safe start.
First things first. You don't go anywhere without me because of this. And he opens the chest once more and he pulls out a lantern. Looks a little bit like the ones around the outside. Do you see those? They stay here all the time. It's my telescope. This here is mine. And if you go anywhere, the darkness will enshroud you. Your dark sight things will not work.
Okay.
You walk off the edge of the path, and that's not good, because then you'll be floating in the nether nowhere for eternity. Sounds great. I'm pretty sure it's not. So, follow me at all costs. 2, you make 3 wrong suggestions, your stay in the Never Nowhere may be a little bit more permanent than what you would like. So, be careful with your first answers to me.
Oh, riddles. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, takes his lantern. I should start. When Shalal departed, for you maybe not so long ago, for me it's a while, something else has moved in, which is why the black hasn't gone. It kind of liked it. So, there's really a lot of eyes on you at the moment. Probably wanting you to stay.
Oh.
So,
We are delicious.
you look it.
Yeah, my cheeks is fine.
And he stands in the center and he faces north. And he goes, number 1, from here, what beast has the sharpest eye? Please give me your answer.
What beast has the sharpest
It's a beast.
We can't move on until you get the answer correct or incorrect.
Bird. That's the sharpest eye. That's the best sight.
Or could it be a beholder? I've heard of them.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
going
know.
on a whole D&D angle thing, like.
I don't know.
Well, then you better have a
We've
lot
got
of
3
answers.
guys.
Right.
We've got 3 guys.
Yeah, I think that's for all the
That's
riddles.
for all of
Oh.
us.
So we don't. Yeah.
I think-
Which
with my
beast
little
has
eye.
the sharpest eye? Go, Frank.
Frank will whisper the answer in the goblin's The
Sharpest
eye. What sort of beast?
Can we ask questions? No, just answer.
Can we phone a friend?
I will give each of you the option once and once only
Oh,
to ask a hint somehow.
is it a dungeons beast? I assume
Come,
it
come.
is.
Time is running short.
All right. The sharpest eye. Is it like an eye, like an eye, or is it an eye? So
My sharpest.
yeah.
What is
Is
the
it like a?
distance?
What would be a sharp thing? It would be pointy or a razor or.
Yeah.
What's got pyramid-shaped eyes?
Feel free to make, you, like I said, you've basically got 4 opportunities for ask for hints. And it can either be in the form of persuasion, an investigation, or insight. Probably the first 2, persuasion or insight.
I've got +10 to persuasion, so I can give that one a crack. But what are we going to ask?
Does the beast have more than one eye? Because then we know if it said yes, or more than 2 eyes. Does it have many eyes? And then we might know it's a beholder. Does it have many sharp eyes?
The sharpest eye. My sharpest.
I don't know.
No.
Are they cryptic?
If only I could read. I could do an anagram.
I can't do anagrams at the best of times,
Oh.
even when I can.
Oh, I can do anagrams. No, that's fine. Sharpest eye. If it's a dungeon beast, I'll stop trying to think.
Okay.
A beast would suggest,
A
not a monster. Or a
okay.
an
animal.
aberration. If you're thinking along those lines, just saying.
An animal.
It's a beast, specifically in the way that a beast or a monster or a giant or
It's a unicorn.
Why would a unicorn
What
have
was
sharp
the
eyes?
what were the big flying things? Oh, is it an owlbear?
Why would it have a sharp
Owl's got
eye?
shit eyes. Beautiful.
What's that thing we killed that took you for a bit of a flight?
Oh, that was a wyvern. I don't know why it would have a sharp eye.
Hey, and
Did anyone like to try and
Uh,
persuade me to give you a hint?
I am going to persuade you to give me a hint.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 and add your persuasion modifier.
14.
That
With a
total.
Plus 10.
You got. You're rubbish.
I know.
He looks at you and goes, I'm going to take pity on you because
Thank you.
I see you tried so hard to formulate that question on how you would like a hint.
Yeah, mate.
Didn't think
You're
that through.
rubbish. Yes. The sharpest eyes are required to seek its prey from so high up.
Eagle, the bird of prey, needle.
Eagle.
Is it that fake? Like that broad?
Wyvern.
What is it?
What was that? You said, what did you just say then,
The
Undra?
eagle.
Well done!
Oh,
Eagle!
right. Thank you very much.
The eagle eye!
The eagle eye. Okay.
The eagle
That's
eyes.
simple.
Shit at this.
I'll stop.
You're
there.
so...
Why
oh.
wasn't there no which beast has an eagle eye? That would have been like easy
What?
then, wouldn't it?
Well, they do say sometimes
the
the sharpest eye is someone with an eagle eye. It's a saying, I believe.
Oh.
But anyway,
But we don't know
this
if it's in
way.
this
And
world.
he takes you off and leads you along one of the paths.
Okay.
I think it's going very well so far.
Yeah. We are so smart.
Yeah. He
Oh
leads
my
you.
God.
He leads you
What
along
overthinking.
along the right hand path, going to your kind of navigational. You go east, and then within a few minutes you come to another smaller plateau. His light lighting up a smaller 10-foot radius of light, not nearly as much as what the lantern circle did. And he's always turning around. Oh, watch your step! Don't fall off the edge. One less thing to send home. Anyway, here we go. Next intersection, and you see very much closer these smaller paths again going off at every tangent, northeast, southwest. Next question. Threads get pulled through the eye of what?
Needle.
I want to say a needle, but I don't know.
Well, that's pretty much all that hit it.
So what is your answer?
Needle.
Correct. See, how is it you took so long on the first one? Much better. Good comeback.
We're very tired after fighting the dragon. You're so cool.
But I gave you the good rest drinks. Anyway,
Oh yes.
we go this way. And he leads straight up, going north. Maybe a couple of minutes. And you feel what feels like a strange decline. And then you're coming up. And then you come to another
Oh.
small plateau.
Dun,
Right!
Dun, dun, dun.
Again.
Chicka, chicka, dun, dun, dun.
For the,
Bum,
the
bum,
pathway you just came from. And another straight ahead, right and left.
dun, dun.
What is it they call the eye to the soul?
Excuse me.
Oh, I don't think I can give you the answer on a live stream there, Mr. Mope.
The eye to the soul. I thought the eyes were the thing to the window to the soul. The eye, the navel. Navel gazing.
Yes.
Eye
So,
to the soul.
what is the eye to the soul?
What is the eye to the soul? Oh, no, switch.
A window.
Yeah.
Correct. Well
Ah,
done.
there you
How is
go.
it you got that one right? Marvelous. Well done.
I have absolutely no idea.
And he then kind of quick marches around and starts heading along from where you were standing, the left hand or the westward facing pathway.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a little bit of a longer walk here, chatting away.
Where are we going? North, east,
West.
West.
west. Sorry.
And you probably about what feels like 30 minutes, 40 minutes of walking in quiet. It's this kind of oppressive coldness as you're kind of surrounded by this blackness. And as you look across this blackness, it's like thick black. But you can have this sense of dread kind of bearing down on you that you just know that if you were to be engulfed in it, it wouldn't be very nice at all. And then suddenly another plateau. And you get to the middle. And it's a smaller one again. A little brick wall around this one with, again, the 4 exits where you've just come from. And then north. And then further west. And then south. Now, the question. Whose eye matters to a witch's brew?
A newt.
Yeah.
Was that your answer?
Mm-hmm.
You're very clever. I'm sure you've made some concoctions in your time, was it?
Yeah.
You probably haven't. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
It's one of my
This
favorite
way?
eyes.
and he soldiers north.
So northeast. Yeah. Okay.
Another 20 minutes or so. And this is in silence. And you kind of hear in the wind this kind of breeze. And on the breeze you sense the moan of something oppressive, something hateful. You all get this sense of something staring intently at you, this bigger being. And Tuor looks around and goes, bear that in mind. You will be fine. Keep this path and they won't have an opportunity to eat you.
Ooh.
Anyway,
That's a shame.
comes to another. Oh, here we go. Another. You're doing well. 4 down, 2 to go. Now, this eye
have tuned into 6. I like that.
curses you with misfortune.
I'm sorry.
This eye curses you with misfortune.
So the stinker.
Evil eye.
Or is it the brown eye?
Brown, stink, or the peacock or the evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
What
Evil.
is
This
your
eye.
answer?
Evil.
This eye. Well, can you repeat?
This eye brings a This eye curses you with misfortune.
I would say evil.
Yeah. Happy with it? The evil eye.
Evil eye. Correct. And from here, he turns
East.
east and wanders along. And then you come to a plateau. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is the 6th word, although you said there was 3. You count like Duncan, it's good.
No, so we could get 3 wrong.
Oh.
So you goes,
We're doing real good then. Good choice.
roll a 1 on a 6-sided die. Roll another and get the same. Take both together. And what's
My
their
God.
name? Well done. And he turns about and wanders south. And you find a little incline and you wander up. And then, here we are. Well, I'm so glad to have met you all. It's not often I get visitors, so thanks. And it's not often I get to show people the way home. In fact, I'm only allowed to do it once every, I don't know, sort of 200 years.
Are you allowed to go home, T.O.?
Oh, this is my home.
Oh.
That's okay. I have somewhere to be anyway. So, thank you for coming. And he just kind of jostles through a pocket and pulls out a purplish orb of, there we go. And he just chucks it. And it just breaks on the edge. And this little rift appears. I think this is where you would like to be. So yes, Toodle Pip, and I've got to go somewhere now. Yes. Okay. Bye bye.
Thanks, T.O.
Stay safe, little goblin.
Yes,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye. Do 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 do.
Hey,
Oh
he
no,
did. Oh.
he's not going to the big goblin graveyard.
And you step through the rift
Okay,
Okay.
sure do.
Yep.
and find yourselves in the stables of what looked like an inn. And it's raining outside quite heavily.
Oh, not again.
Stables are familiar.
Are we at, what's his faces? You know.
The
Jinx.
graceful
The
swan.
brother.
The graceful swan, was it? Graceful swan, is that right?
It's been so long.
You look outside
Oh.
and you yes, the graceful swan. Stins hollow. The board just sways in the wind and the rain. And it's quite a heavy wind, almost kind of, like tempest-like. And you see someone kind of at the door and look and run, and they're like, "We get inside, quick, what are you doing? Don't want to be outside." And they kind of like shut the door behind them and run off to down some lane to the nearest house. And as you enter the tavern, quickly making a dash, you get in soaked. And there's a smile for each one of you as Tank, behind the bar, turns around and goes, "Whoa, some familiar faces! Where have you all been?"
I'll give him the traditional Dwarvish welcome. Hello.
You wouldn't
Well,
believe
hello.
us if we told you.
Letitia, Biz, come on, help me. Oh, you don't look that wet. How did you get here?
Well, that's a very long story, which you might have to explain over many, many beers.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
have you
just by
seen the
looking.
weather? We're not going anywhere. Since the,
fine.
since this set in.
We'd all love some pie.
Yeah.
Well, right, yep.
Just out of interest, how long have we been away?
Oh, when did you left? I don't know, a week or so, a couple of weeks ago. You went north to help some.
Does time work differently
I
here? It feels
can't
like it's
remember.
2 years.
It feels like a long time, but
Yeah,
it probably
yeah.
wasn't.
Well, it's good though. I mean, it's good to have you back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Fred.
Hi,
Hi.
hi, hey Fred. Oh, where's the good-looking chap with the long hair? You know, the fancy one.
Hello.
Oh, the taller one.
No. Oh, no. Wait, no.
Oh, anyway, you can tell me all about that in a minute. That's fine. I'll get some. You drink up, take a seat. And he goes away to serve another customer. And there's conversations all about you as you sit down, just kind of quietly letting everything sink in. You're kind of looking at your new shield, which is this beautiful iridescent color of dragon scale, and you kind of fix into your new armor that is magically shrunk down to size to fit you perfectly. You're playing with this new trinket that you've got, Undra. You're bouncing this blue ball up and down, not kind of wondering what on earth it does. But there's conversations going on around you, and there's conversations about like the rain especially, and how it started after the earthquake, and the sundering of the ranges.
It's just
And
nature.
at least one couple of it'll be good for the crops, but if it doesn't slow down soon, everything will get washed away. And it's got a little bit lighter. And someone says, "Oh, it'd be a bugger to get stuck out in this." And yeah, and then there's a conversation about how Millerton, the inner town of Millerton, has apparently just been swallowed into a crevasse that opened up under the mountain.
Excellent.
And no one knows why.
No, we don't know why.
No.
And conversations pass, and then suddenly the door just kind of opens, and it catches everyone's attention when the inn door opens, because the wind catches it and it slams bang against the wall. And in the doorway there's this traveller, hooded cloak, big hulking fellow. You assume it's a fellow. It's muscular and takes up the entire door frame.
I was just waiting for Undra to ask if it was the one on the road. Hang on.
Is it your mum?
No, it's not the one on the road.
On that night, were you?
Tank calls over, "Traveller,
day
come
I'll
in.
find
Be
you."
dry. Be safe. Come on in." And he goes over to greet him. "Welcome. You look drenched." And you hear this traveller lean down and ask Tank something quietly. And Tank looks up and looks in your direction, and he points over, and you don't hear what he says, but he points in your direction. And the stranger wanders over.
And that worked so well. We got caught in the rain.
I'm not into yoga. But I have a break. I'm sorry. It's been a big battle. Oh no. Alright, breathing.
So the stranger looks over.
Gonna rip my makeup.
No, they're enjoying this. It's all good. I've got about 5 minutes. And breathe.
Sorry.
Back the air of mystery.
You are so spooky.
Anyway,
Dark. But does he?
so what he does, the stranger walks over, and it is hooded cloak. You now realise he's not got a backpack on. He has no supplies. In fact, the only thing he seems to be carrying, which you only just now notice,
Some pineapples and a bottle of milk.
Let's throw an umbrella.
Hey guys!
These people. I don't know these people.
They say
Is
laughter's
it?
good for the soul.
Are they like Hawaiian robes?
No.
Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Dude,
Just cut this bit.
is the
No, this is
nice
gold, this
surprise.
is.
Oh.
Strangers walked in.
Yes.
He's gone to Tank.
Yeah.
Had a conversation with Tank.
Very
Tank has pointed in your direction,
Uh-oh.
and he's
not us.
come on over.
Oh,
Okay.
he's got no supplies with him.
No.
No supplies. The only thing he's carrying, which you now see down by his side, looks like a very large warhammer, which he drops down on the floor. Vadoom.
No.
With the hood still up.
Mm.
He turns
That's a nice
to the four of you. The book must be retrieved now more urgently than ever.
What book?
Well, the one we might have
There are
accidentally
words we
drawn.
need.
in Hill.
But first, beer. And then from you, Master Daynut, I would like a rematch of that arm wrestle.
Daddy's here. He does like pina colada.
And that is where we're going to finish the
Rowan.
Oh, Rowan, he's a god. He's the great god Rowan. I beat him in an arm wrestle. Have I not told you about this, Fred?
Yeah, we
Just
drank
it.
some
Me
beer.
and the great god Rowan, we had this arm wrestle, and I beat him after I'd been swimming in his big barrel of beer. But anyway,
And then
thank
you
you.
drank it.
Yes, yes.
Thinking of Duncan.
Yes, yes.
lovely.
Yeah, it was great. So anyway, thank you everyone. We've been Kiwis and Dragons. We're going to take a little break for Christmas, and we'll be back at some point in the new year. So we'll see you next time. Thanks everyone. Have a great Christmas. Bye bye.
Bye, Merry Christmas.
See you in prisons.
Send your pies to P.O. Box 14096,
Pina colada.
Mayfair, Hastings.